Nigeria's headline inflation declines for the first time in 15 months, down to 17.78% in the month of February. Standard & Poor's says growth, policy and politics remain concerned for South Africa's rating. Plus, the Bank of England's Deputy Governor, Charlotte Hogg, resigns. Thank you for joining us. Welcome to Business Incorporated, coming to you live from Lagos. I am Bustin Amafaye. Let's get the show started. We'll begin with the markets here in Africa. The Egyptian market down 1.02% about a few minutes ago, much deeper in the negative territory than about 2.5 hours ago, lunchtime here in Nigeria. And you're looking at the Nigerian stock market, 0.31% about midday. That is since tapering off a little bit better, but still negative by 0.04%. A few minutes ago, the South African GSE still around 51,800, but now deeper in the red by 0.38%. Some of the key indices are in the red today: the industrials, the resources, and the financial 15 index. And of course, the Kenyan market finished off on Monday an impressive 2.19% at 122.47. Let's take a look at despite the impressive February inflation released by Nigeria's Bureau of Statistics today. Nigeria's oil share index continued its trend downward. We'll be talking about the inflation later on the program. We've got a few questions to chew with one of our analysts who will be talking to us, and one of the markets, a CEO of a financial trading analysts. Part of the community here. Let's look at the markets in Middle East very quickly, and you can see the Abu Dhabi market up by 0.1%. Lunchtime Nigeria 4,387. The Dubai financial markets about 1% in the red. Tracking the Qatar Stock Exchange 0.75%, and the Saudi markets deeper, or as deep as the Dubai financial markets, by 0.83%. Let's look at Europe, where investors are looking at the political events in the UK. Brexit means exiting the euro area. That's what Theresa May, the Prime Minister, secured overnight. So she can now press the button on Article 50, begin to wind down UK's relationship with the rest of the European Union. Meantime, the first of the two-day U.S. FOMC meeting begins today. The decision by Janet Yellen and the rest of our team will be tomorrow. Meantime, a bit of economic data from the Eurozone and Germany, the largest economy in Europe, is also on tap as Angela Merkel suspends her trip to the United States, meeting Donald Trump today until Thursday because of very unfavorable weather bearing down on the American Northeast, and that may include New York and Washington. That's what the weatherman is saying. So let's cross over to the Frankfurt Stock Exchange for a bit of details around these stories with Olaf Krieger, who is a DWTV correspondent for Channels Television live at the Frankfurt Stock Exchange. Olaf, good afternoon. Let's start with the British pound faltering early today as Theresa May won the Brexit battle. Has this got anything to do with the news that the Bank of England's Deputy Governor, Charlotte Hogg, has resigned his position at the BOE?
No, I think traders and investors pointed out that this is not the key point in this issue, but as you already mentioned, the British pound is really in hot water also here in Frankfurt. It's the Brexit, because the Brexit is coming closer and closer and closer. And the UK, if the UK is leaving, the European Union is leaving this important alliance, there's a lot of trouble ahead. I'll just give you an example. This merger between the London Stock Exchange and the Frankfurt Stock Exchange, of course, are off the table. Thousands of employees are leaving the city of London, moving to Frankfurt, and so many international banks rethink their engagement in the UK. So you can see this will be a hard blow for the United Kingdom if the country is really leaving the European Union, this important alliance.
Yes, again, I'm just looking across your shoulder there, Olaf, at the DAX index. That's a bit of a sharp going south, and I'm just trying to look at the rest of the European major markets, from the FTSE to the CAC, the FTSE MIB, the IBEX in the Spanish market, even the broader stock 600 are all in the red today. What does bring this about? Is this about the Eurozone data on the street? What exactly is knocking the markets into the red territory?
Well, what you can see behind me is because there are so many concerns we see currently in Europe, in the Netherlands, of course in France, because the right-wing leaders are pretty strong over there, and they're declared so often that they are going to run a kind of, protectionism policy, and this is worse, even worse for the trading in Europe and for the trading all over the world. And now the figures, well, it's still a mixed picture, because in Germany is one of the strongest, if not the strongest economy in Europe, and still strong, but we have so many countries which are still in hot water, and so the perspectives aren't that good for the Eurozone at the moment.